Hiya. Not exactly the video I was planning on doing today. I was planning on going through like what I already had in my collection. But here's the thing, right? And what a week we've had this week. We've lost Ozzy this week. At least we got to see him one last time live on stage. And we've lost Hulk Hogan. If you're a wrestling fan or not, I mean, you'll know who Hulk Hogan was. Me, I'm a pretty big wrestling fan. Was never really into Hulk Hogan that much, but it's a sad loss because he did do a lot for professional wrestling in the WWE. I was more a WCW guy at the time. So what happened this week was I actually went into town, into Bradford Broadway Centre, popped into HMV and just had a little nosy through their clearance section, and I got 3 CDs from there. So the first one was Wargasm Venom. This was released in 2023, if I'm correct. So this, if you like Wargasm, if you like how can I say, the technical rock metal with heavy synths and dark wave bits in there, really good, really good album. But the standout tracks for me on this album were, just bear with us 1 minute, make a note of it. So the standout tracks for me were Ride the Thunder and Bang Your Head, which features Fred Durst. Good track, gotta admit, it's a good song. And really, like, I mean, the album is pretty solid and very heavy, but they're the only real two that did stand out. You do get a little lyric book with it, with the album artwork on there. That's it for that album. Like I said, really good album. Couple of standout tracks on there. What other tracks we got on there? Death Rattle, Modern Love, Outrage, Minigun. Altogether a really good album. So the other album I picked up was New Year's Day, Half Black Heart. Now this comes in a nice little slipcase. And there's the CD, and you get the band picture on there. So I'll get this album up. So this, you get a nice, pretty nice booklet actually. Lyric booklet, a couple of extra bits of artwork in there. And also, is that it? Yeah, that's it. And again, a picture of a band on the back there. Again, this one was released in 2024, so it's not an old album. Again, a really good heavy album on there. The standout tracks for me on this were Bulletproof, which is quite a solid track. Burn It All Down, again, really good track. And So Sick, really good. Like, to me, they're the 3 best tracks on the album. The rest of the album is really strong, really heavy. If you do like New Year's Day, if you've never heard of them before, I only heard 1 or 2 songs by them before, I suggest you do get this album, because it is a good album. It's this Half Black Heart. Right, so now third and final album that I got. Again, a lot of people are going to be cursing me over this, because again, I've never really got any albums by this band. I have heard them, obviously, and this is Halestorm, Back from the Dead, you know, which is a really good album, right? And Back from the Dead's a good title for it, because as soon as you put it on and you start listening to it, it brings you back from the dead, you know. So this is a really good album. Again, the standout tracks for me on this album were The Steeple, which is like an ode to heavy metal music, The Church of Rock, shall we say, or metal. Then we have Bright Side, again, a really good track. And I think that's it from this. You know, Bright Side on the Steeple, yeah. But really good album. In its entirety, it's a real good album. They're just tracks which stood out to me. Again, you get the booklet with the lyrics in. Get back to that. Pictures of the band. That one. That. And next, last one. So, nice little booklet. It's nice with CDs and vinyl and cassettes when you do get something rather than just a plain bit of paper or card, you know. So this one was released in 2022, so it's what, 3 years old, but still a really good album. Really strong album is this. See what other tracks we've got on here. Oh, Raise Your Horns, sorry, that is a real good track as well. And that was one that stood out. Forgot about that one. That's a bit bad of me, forgetting a track, especially when you like it. So what else do we have on here? Obviously Back from Dead title track, Wicked Ways, sorry about that, door just slammed. I Come First, Psycho Crazy, and My Redemption. Again, really good album is that one. So 3 really good pickups from HMV this time. So that's all today. Got some stuff to finish up for my channel. Some new music videos that I'm going to be uploading. So once again, what a bad week we've had. We also lost the guitarist from Golden Aiden this week as well. A lot of people know Golden Aiden mainly for Radar Love, which was the big song for them, but they were a real good band. If you've never heard anything by Golden Aiden, I suggest you do. Just a little interesting fact, Radar Love does appear in the movie Best of the Best, which is one of the best martial arts movies out there. So again, if you've not seen that, go watch that movie, and the soundtrack to that movie is really good for a rock fan to listen to as well. So that's it for now. So we'll see you all later next time.